tell us now, when it comes down to it, you always rolled with an entourage, and there's a story that I wanted to get out, the truth of the story between the angle about the match that never happened, the Honey in the Bank match, and the whole storyline with the First Lady. Go ahead and spill us about that one. And I hear it was a funny story.
Yeah, that was the one time Daniel got my ass whooped. Cause, okay, this was the story. First Lady, Ava, me and her were dating. Good relationship. Hate to say I cheated. You know, it was me. I'm sorry, I cheated. It was on me. My apologies. Stuff that in there. Everything got out. We decided to still remain friends. I wanted to work it out, you know. And Daniel thought it was a great idea if we had a match, but he didn't know the underlying story between me and her, because earlier that week we fussed and we argued and all that, and so he was like, let's have a match. And they were all looking. I was behind all of them, and I'm like, Daniel, no, don't do this, don't do this. And she's like, yeah, let's have a match.
And he had no idea it was a shoot,
because she knew. She knew I wouldn't put my hands on her, and she knew this is a way to get out pent up aggression at this guy that cheated on me, and I can get away with it because it's wrestling. So yeah, I got beat with an umbrella. I got kicked in the nuts. They went off on me. They went ham.
It wasn't even sanctioned as a DHW match. It went DHW rules. And
yeah, but still, I got my ass whooped. And afterwards, whole funny story. This was like the beginning of the end of me and her. We've talked since then, but she's told me off again like last year. So it's whatever. Me and her are over. Never again to talk. Whatever. I wish her well. She has a daughter now. Hope everything's fine. If you see this, if not, then. But anyway, so afterwards, she was like, "Why aren't you talking to me?" And I'm thinking, you just kicked my ass and I'm supposed to be friends with you? I was like, man, I ain't really got much to say. So on the ride back, it's raining. She wants to talk about it. She wants to argue. And I'm like, I don't want to argue. I'm sore. Let's just drop it. So I just tossed my phone to Donald. Donald's like, you know what? I ain't got nothing to say to this shit. Anybody else got something to say to this shit? Everybody says no. He hangs up the phone. They call back. He hangs up the phone again. And I'm driving. I'm like, man, I'm not even going to deal with this. So she's like, okay, all right. I got you. I see you when you get to your house. Well, I'll be there with people. And I'm like, oh, hell no. So I don't go home. I go somewhere. I go to one of my friends' house. And just one of my close friends. And she was like, oh, she's talking about beating your ass? Let's saddle up. So now we finna have an all-out war at my mom's house talking about these problems. It's not the way I wanted to go. Come to find out, the dude she ended up getting pregnant by, because he was trying to get with her after me too anyway. And so she told him, he was like, oh, we finna go beat his ass. So he called his people. So we have a bunch of people waiting at Bank of America, which is right down the street from my house. They waiting for me to go home. I'm getting people saddling up. They talking about where we going, what we doing. You can pay us in liquor. You can get us an MD 2020. A hurricane, and we straight. And we all saddling up. So eventually I'm just like, look, squash it. You go home, I go home, it's whatever. All that. But yeah, all that began from Daniel wanting to have a sanctioned match with me getting my ass whooped.
Man, that's wow. That's wow. And everybody hear this story of it, they're all like, wow.
Only T3. Only T3.
Just done her duty for today.